Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Yes, we're still talking about shepherding from John 10. I hope you've been enjoying this series. There's so many good treasures here that I could go on for weeks just about the first third of John 10. But don't worry, I won't. I just wanted to look at the phrase today, I lay down my life, because Jesus says this several times. So picture a calm flock of sheep contentedly munching on grass. The shepherd stands regally on a rock, overlooking the field, alert and watchful. That's when he spots a wolf off to the right, sneaking in, eyeing one of his prized sheep. What does the shepherd do? He can't let that wolf attack his sheep. Maybe he has a slingshot like David did, so he quickly sneaks up on the wolf and slings a rock at him. At the last second, the wolf sees the rock, dodges, then moves to attack the shepherd. The shepherd, still thinking of his helpless sheep, waves his staff and runs toward the wolf, hoping to scare him off. It doesn't work. The wolf kills the shepherd, making his sheep vulnerable to attack by the entire wolf pack. The shepherd gave his life, but it didn't do any good. His sheep ended up dead, scattered, or hopelessly lost. So shepherds would not intentionally give their life for their sheep because they needed to be alive to care for the flock. So why does Jesus say 5 times in this passage that he gives or lays down his life for his sheep? Laying down one's life did not always mean death. It had the connotation of sacrificial love, putting others first by our own actions, giving our time, talents, or whatever we have to serve others without expecting something in return. Whether it's actually dying for someone or just sacrificing your time and talents, it's definitely a deliberate, voluntary thing. Of course, with Jesus, we know when he says, I lay down my life for the sheep, he means death. In John 10:11, he says, the good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. Then in verse 15, he says, I lay down my life for the sheep. Then in verses 17 and 18, he explains a little more why he's the only one who could be called the good shepherd. He says, my Father loves me because I lay down my life, that I might take it again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have the power to lay it down, and I have the power to take it up again. No earthly shepherd could ever do that. When he dies, his sheep are just at the mercy of everything. But Jesus laid down his life, then came back to life, and is still here for us. His death was voluntary. Several times the rulers tried to stone him, but they couldn't. Then, when it was his time, the Israelite rulers decided amongst themselves, we won't do this at Passover. But Jesus overruled them. The Jews didn't kill Jesus, nor did the Romans. He died for us his way, in his timing. That's our shepherd. And nothing can happen to his sheep without his allowing it. He said, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall anyone snatch them out of my hand. My Father, who has given them to me, is greater than all, and no one is able to snatch them out of my Father's hand. What a powerful shepherd we have. 1 John 3:16 says that we know what real love means because he laid down his life for us, so we ought to do the same for others. How can we show unconditional, sacrificial love for others in our lives today? And how does knowing our powerful, loving shepherd give us this boldness and freedom to lay down our lives for others?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.